Okay, so this time around, I am going to actually shuffle the cards because this is going to be the business financial reading. And forgive me if I have to step away for a second because I did eat some bites of food and I feel like sometimes I'm allergic to certain things. Bonnie, come here, please. I don't know what she's like. She looks for things in the crevices of the wall. Stop. And that's not good. So, so hopefully I don't have a weird allergic reaction. I have a pain in my stomach right now. That kind of hurts. But other than that, I feel okay for the most part, I hope. But we shall see. I don't know. Bonnie, ¿qué tú estás haciendo? What are you doing, liver? I swear to God, she's 6 years old, but she acts like a puppy. Which is a good thing, I guess, because then when she's older, she'll still be kind of younger, I guess. So anyways, this is going to be this is from the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck, and I don't know, I feel like business, finance, that's all important stuff, and I want to gain clarity on things, so I figured I would pull cards and see what comes out, and what it says. So let's see what it says. I am going to shuffle, so let's see what comes out. That one flew out really fast because the other reading I didn't like shuffle on camera, so my shuffling sucks. I don't really know. This is how I shuffle. So I don't know if I'm gonna take those. When it's more than one card that comes out, I'm like kind of not too privy to take it. This one kind of came out. This one came out 3 times because I did this reading. I was like, I don't know. So let's get one more. Okay, oh, there's 2 more. Oh, that came out before too. Maybe we'll get 2 more. I feel like I need this one. That one came out before. But, you know what? That came out in the other one, so we'll take that one. It's the back of the deck. One more. So I have a total of 8 that came out. So we shall see what. Okay, it's kind of manifestation-y, kind of, sort of. Okay, we'll do that. Oh my God. Interesting. Okay, so back of the deck, conscious consumer. Okay, let's see what this turns into. So we have block out distractions. So each card has a heading or a title. And it says block out distractions with a little blurb at the bottom. Deservingness, gratitude list, obstacles and blocks are lifted. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Words of abundance, no more complaining, clearing debts. And then there's 3 more like extraneous cards that kind of came out, which I don't know, I might kind of start with these first. It kind of has to do with manifestation. I was mentioning this before in the other video that I just recorded for like a general collective energy reading thing. And it says, visualize abundance in all forms, attracting, not chasing. Exercise to increase energy and manifestation abilities. So back of the deck says conscious consumer. So let's start with this. So visualize abundance. That's pretty self-explanatory. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So it's kind of like using your mental power or visualization techniques, essentially. So people do that like with their health too. Like if you don't feel good and you think of what you want to feel instead of what's really happening. Bonnie, eso no se hace. Stop. Stop. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry. Because she was smelling stuff in the trash can. And I didn't need her. And I was trying to cook her eggs. And I don't need her to you know, get salmonella poisoning or something because she's licking the raw egg, and I don't want her to eat raw egg. So, but this is just very self-explanatory, which is just to, you know, visualize success and abundance. You know, speak faith into your future. Next thing is attracting, not chasing. I just mentioned this in another video. You know, you say, I attract, I don't chase. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. I always say, in terms of relationships and stuff, when you say, there's a difference between wanting someone in your life and needing someone, or even wanting something and needing something. So I was a very big proponent of, like, I always tell myself, I never want to stay in lack energy or wanting, in needing someone or something. I would like to have it in my life because it complements my life in some way. It makes it better. It says, anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract, and this is so true, because in my life I've seen this play out. But then again, also, I've been through a lot where my safety has been compromised on numerous occasions. So, like, I was reaching out, not so much as, like, in a romantic sense, like, oh, I want you to hang out with me and please, like, it was more so I need comfort and security. Like, I need a bodyguard. That kind of thing. It wasn't like, please, like, because, yeah. It wasn't, I'm desperate, I need you in my life, because I didn't want to be alone. But this is kind of pertaining to wealth and stuff. It says, instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Because the fastest way to manifest, from what I understand and what I've heard, is that if you stay gracious and humble, and you do like a gratitude journal or something. So, and I do that, but I don't do gratitude journal just for that reason. I do it to kind of do cognitive restructuring, to focus on the good and positive in my life versus like what's bad, because I've experienced a lot of bad stuff in my life as of late. So I was like, I need to kind of cultivate hope by focusing on the good stuff. So yeah. And then the other card says exercise to increase your, and I literally, this is funny because I was just dancing to Bad Bunny a second ago, and bachata. What's that bachata song? Not Willie Colon. It was it Cheyenne? I don't know. Maybe it was Romeo Santos. I don't know. But anyways, it says, exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, what happened? I was like, I just got a text message and I was like, what? So, yeah, so exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. I think for me, I used to do yoga a lot more, but dance has kind of been my thing. I love music, and even if I suck at it, I'll still do it because it moves you, you know. And I listen to EDM, I listen to country. Like, I recently learned there's a song by Ella Langley. Is that how you're saying her name? Ella Langley. And she's like, how does the song go? He can tell whatever. Anyways, they turned it into like an EDM song, and I was like, this is so freaking cool. So yeah, anyways, I don't know, I'm just saying, I listen to all types of music. I have a Christian music playlist, I have some gospel songs on there, I have hip hop, I have like a super, what they say, ratchet play. You would never think I listen to that. It's like someone who's so derogatory, I'm like, even the words that come out of my mouth, I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, man, I'm like, anyways, but it's fun to listen to get in my more beastly, like, hardcore mode. Back of the deck, it says, conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. This kind of goes along with another card that I remember, something about eating like clean, healthy food or something. It's so hard I don't know why this is in this deck about money and whatever. I guess they're talking about trying to buy health conscious foods. I like the angel though. It's a really beautiful angel. If you look at it, the wings are like so pretty, and it has like this red shawl and then blue like tips on the edge of the wings. I don't know if angels actually look like that. I would be nice to think that. It kind of reminds me of like she's flying over like a Christmas town. It's like winter time. So, take what you will from that, but it's a really pretty card. I love this deck because it's so, all the little illustrations are so pretty. Being a conscious consumer. So yeah, just, I mean, ethical products, right? Cruelty-free, vegan. It's so hard to be vegan. I commend people who are vegan or plant-based, you know, like, because, you know, here's the thing for me, because when I see a cow, the cows are so cute. When I see little chickens, but like the thing is, like, it's so, because we're raised to eat that stuff. Like when you go, like when I went to Disney as a kid, like I legit, like I had chicken tenders, I had burgers, I had hot dogs, whatever, you know, turkey legs, and that's like everyone, not all the time, but like I'm so used to eating that food that you would think that a person like me, especially yoga people, they're not known, like it's, I think in yoga it's Hindu culture or Buddhist, right? It's Hindu, but you don't, I know they don't eat pork, but usually they don't eat meat, right? And or you don't eat animal products. So that's even like milk, eggs, you know, and that's so hard, you know, because for me, and I don't want to talk and sit there about my experience, maybe it'll help someone else, but I tried to do plant-based food, but as a server, like when I worked in restaurants, it was really hard because I was serving like, oh my God, the food would come out and it looked so good. And like, it would be like, you know, chicken and onions and blackened chicken with seasoning and you know, it just, yeah, like, I mean, I will say this, Italian food, but that's made with wheat, and wheat is not that good for you at the end of the day because it sticks to your colon. But eating just solely like plant-based foods would be really hard for me. I tried bean sprouts. I tried eating chia seeds alone. No bueno. And I just don't do well with like fruits and stuff. I have a weird like texture thing, you know. I pulled another card, but yeah, okay. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight. I don't even know what my dream career. Oh no, I do know. I'm so stupid. I do know. I wanted to be a mental health counselor. I'm so stupid, bro. I was like, I want to be a mental health, well, a marriage and family counselor with a specialty in sex therapy, which sounds weird, but yeah. So that card came out. Maybe that's for somebody. Maybe somebody else. Maybe you are someone who, I don't know, like maybe you're like me and you're not, like you want to do a job, you want a 9-to-5 job, but you also want to, you know, do other stuff on the side to have multiple streams of income. And then you have a goal, an overarching goal of like, I don't know, maybe having your own business or like, yeah, like for me, veterinary school, that's so like, yeah, at one point I want to be a veterinarian, but that's like medical school, but for animals, right? I do like teaching. I mean, like working with kids, little tiny children. But yeah, I haven't had the best experience in schools that I've worked at in Virginia and then Vermont, so. Anyways, and I was a child life specialist before, so I can always return to that field, but my certification lapsed, so, oh, this card came out, I'm gonna definitely read this one. So, but maybe you're someone, maybe, like, that's, maybe your message, like, you know, visualize what you want, don't chase after it, but be proactive in it, focus on it, and don't, you know, one thing I've learned about law of attraction is that the moment you overthink something, you repel that. You push it away from you. Meaning, like, if you offer resistance towards something, and resistance feels like when you're overthinking, when you become overly obsessed with the outcome of a situation versus being like, you know what, I'm fine if it happens, if it doesn't, I'm okay either way. that's kind of this like very laissez-faire kind of like, I don't mind what happens, you know. So next card is cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. And there's 3 women like playing music or something. So maybe there's someone that works in music or plays guitar, or maybe someone's in a band. I don't know. I feel like women compete with each other a lot. Like, you know, the movie that comes to mind is Mean Girls. I don't know why. You know, with one of the most iconic movies by Tina Fey. You know, so that, like, I don't know, like, you know, women, it's so hard. Men have it easy, you know. Men, they don't have to worry. So, I mean, I take it back. Some men are very metrosexual and they care about their appearance a lot. And I give them kudos because, you know, but when they're overly, like, obsessed where their eyebrows are better than mine, I'm like, I'm like, that's a little bit much. But women, we, man, oh man. If you look, it's like, this just reminds me of Mean Girls. Maybe someone has Mean Girls being mean to them. I know I've had a lot of people, and you know what the crazy part is that I'm like, I try to be really nice, but not to win people over. You know, the expression kill them with kindness. I don't do that on purpose. That's just like who I am, you know? Like, I try to be nice to people just because it's better than being mean. So like when women gather together in like a little group chat, you know, or like at a workplace, it's so annoying. It's so annoying because I'm not there to play office politics. I'm there to work. I'm there to learn how to do a job really effectively. I just tapped on the card that said no more complaining, so I'm just going to keep going. But cooperation instead of competition. Maybe this is encouraging people. Maybe if you're someone and you have an adversary in your life, or maybe a woman in your, you know, office or your job, or just a negative Nancy, you know, somewhere, and they're really making, like, I remember when I'm not going to say names, but like when I was a server, there were personalities that were so larger than life, so much bigger than mine, and they had no problem at all laying down the law. Like, they were very, like, not my way or the highway, but they spoke their mind so openly. Like, they would be like snippy snappy, you know. And I was very like not like that. Except when it comes, if I see someone being hurt, like if I see someone being bullied, I will speak up against. Like if I see someone, I was gonna say breaking the law. If I see someone being mean to another person, or doing something that's wrongful or hurtful in some way, I will call them out on it, just because, like, I don't know. Like, I look at, like, when I work at any organization, I treat it like, if I was the boss, how would I would want that run, or how I would want my employees to act, right? And so even though I'm not in a position of leadership, but I act from a place of leadership when I'm in a not a subservient, but a what's the word, intermediary, because there's entry level and then there's like mid-level, like intermediary role or whatever. And I take that seriously because I just, you know, some people have their business, even if it's a larger corporation, right? That's their pride and joy. And when you get hired at a position, they're trusting you enough that they think that you have the skills and abilities to be able to do a job competently and confidently, right? So like I don't engage in this stuff, you know, workplace gossip. There's always going to be office politics in anywhere, any place you work at, even if it's a restaurant, a theme park, an office, where else? A doctor's office, a healthcare. I mean, there's such, in healthcare, oh my God. Every unit is its own. That would be a great reality TV show. They should make like not like a scripted reality, like a, you know, like a Grey's Anatomy or whatever, but like an actual, like, Oh, they do that. They do reality TV shows, but like every floor has its own thing, you know, its own way of life and way of being and team and whatnot. So, yeah, it's interesting stuff. And it's competitive too. I feel bad, you know, nursing, doctors, like I came from that world. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but like I witnessed the, in the wild, you know, and that can be attributed to any field. Like I'm sure stockbrokers, accountants, dentists, even in education, there's, you know, politics, and I don't mean politics like left and right politics. I mean like politics, like when, you know, favoritism, nepotism, that kind of stuff, you know, competition, workplace gossip, advancements, promotions, whatnot, unfairness, that's always going to be prevalent, right? And here it's saying to be cooperative instead of competitive. So you have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So maybe this is telling, I'm getting the vibe of trying to forge bridges, don't burn them. Now, you would think I would take my own advice, right? Because I've ended up, I don't know. I've been going, it's been hard. Like my situation's been very hard. Because I hate saying that word. Can I call it G-stalking instead of gang stalking? In my world, you don't get reprieve from bullying, and it's adults, so it's like really shitty. And then they use little like memes and giffies and stupid crap, especially when it's remote. And it's like, I'm not there to do that. I'm there to focus, you know. I'm there to work and to make ends meet and make, you know, contribute to the overall good of the organization. I'm not there to engage in the stupid shit, you know. I don't want to rant and rave about it. Just, you know, I've been there where I feel like I've been the competition, or like other people try to be competition for me, and I'm like, I'm not there to compete with you. I'm there to, and that's one thing I will say. I worked in sales, and for some reason, the environment that comes with sales is very reminiscent of competition. For some reason, they actually promote health. It's supposed to be healthy competition. But it's like, I'm not about that. Like, I'm there to just make people happy, you know, like make the customer happy, do my job, put up, shut up, and then hopefully once I understand a role really well, then I can move forward and then focus on advancement. But for me, it takes me about like, honestly, I mean, I'm a quick learner. So maybe 3 months, but like 6 months is when I feel truly solid in a role. But this is frustrating when you meet people that are your competition. And I will say, really now, bro, someone just was like revving their engine like really loud. I will say that, who, is that a car? I don't know if that's a car or construction. There's a car or something that's like at like 12 at midnight on what's today, Sunday? Monday. It was Monday morning. It's 12:08 a.m. Anyways, so it says that's a car for sure. That's a souped up car, like a race car kind of, like, you know when people add the little bells and whistles to stuff? Anyways, Chicago. Anyways, moving on. This is giving me very much, if you have a negative Nancy in your corner, or if you have someone who is trying to sabotage your success or talking shit about you, because that's what people do when people are jealous. And it's so funny, this is not meant, I know this is not meant for me because I'm not jealous of other people, but this is what came out. Maybe this is for somebody, a special message. It says release jealousy. Because I ask God, I pray before and I go, God, please give me messages, not for myself, but for other people. Because I'm not reading for myself, I'm reading for other people because I want to help other people, right? With my gift of discernment or intuition. So it says, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. This is so true. because what I've noticed is that especially with women are very, like, they're catty. I'm not. I will not compete. Like, I just don't believe in that. I don't believe in, like, I know it's there. And, you know, a good example of this, so there was, I think she's gorgeous. I really do. I fangirl, not in a, like, I'm not gay, I'm straight, you know, but I celebrate other women, and their beauty and their grace and their finesse and their success, because women ourselves, like, not me, but like, they compete. Women compete against other women, meaning, and I don't know if men do this. They probably do. Men probably in the masculine world, I think they do. There's some men that are alpha males and they're more domineering and they're more demonstrative, and then there's like guys who are like more reticent and like kind of more sensitive and keeping themselves. I don't know if they're like self-conscious about that ever, or if they feel like competition for other men. But some people put that burden, like men put that burden on themselves to like excel and exceed, or like gain muscle, or be Mr. Papi Chulo Machismo, you know, whatever, in the gym, the gym rats, right? Like, I don't like to say the word rats, but like the gym people, a gym bro, you know. But from a female perspective, the one thing that I really disdain and I loathe are women who don't champion other women. And like, I was scrolling through it, and I was in my brain, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I don't know how to walk a catwalk. I barely walk in heels. I don't even wear heels. You know, I wear sneakers, sandals, slippers, ballet flats. Like, I don't, you know. So like, there was and I've been trying to do UGC, as they call it. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but it's fun to imagine it, right? To attempt it. And make little pictures or whatever for Instagram, because I was very anti-social media years ago, which is funny. You would think, and now I'm like doing little hashtags and stuff. But anyways, I come across those Victoria's Secrets, and they're doing like a casting call with like, and it's so, I will say this, it's pretty cool that they're looking to like, one girl was angry about it. She did a post and she's like, all the girls that have been working so hard to be models, like, this is not fair. They're casting people that are like regular people, and there's girls that have like been doing this in the industry and they deserve to have the whatever. I'm like, there's negative Nancy, right? Be gracious, be humble enough that there's an opportunity. Instead, those are the type of people complaining, right? Instead of going, wow, what an amazing opportunity that is, and taking hold of it and doing it, versus making a post and be like, leave it the room for all the people who've been industry model. And I'm just like, bro. But anyways, at first I was like, oh, this seems like a cool idea. And then I'm like, you know what? No. I'm like, I don't even, my weight, I still, like, not scary skinny. I did gain some weight. If you've watched my videos from before, I can explain more about that. But I don't know how to walk a cat. I watch the videos and I'm like, man, these bitches. I'm like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like, I had so much respect for them, and they're so, there's an art to it, the way they do it, the way they walk a catwalk. And they were doing a casting call in like the different malls and stuff. And I was just like, you know, what other women look at other women, and they look at them as competition. You know, like, for instance, I've been not listening a lot, but like, there was Meghan Trainor. I think Meghan Trainor is a great artist. I mean, she's very creative. She's another one, like Taylor Swift, a business mogul. Because I remember, I don't know if I watched a documentary on her, but I remember I read a little bit about her background, and she used to do, I think, songwriter, I don't know, it was music producing or record mixing for other artists, and then she became her own artist. And man, like, the woman, like, damn, like, girl got in shape, you know. Like, I was like, shit. I was like, damn, you know. And other people would go, oh, that's, you know, competition. And it's funny because the card, look at this, maybe that's relevant, I don't know. I doubt Meghan Trainor watching knows who I am. But you know, there are people playing music here, you know, and maybe someone's in a band, or there's competition. That world is very competitive. The music world is, oh my God help me, bro. Like, God forbid women champion other women and say, hey, I want to roof. Because the thing is, you know, like, everyone has their niche, right? Like, there's a woman who I didn't discover, like, I happened upon her. Her name is Ray, Raye. She has a song out. It's like, where is my husband, or something. There's another song, but she sang a beautiful song, like, on the floor with a choir in the background. Man, this woman's voice is like, God damn it. And she's so beautiful. Like, she has this beautiful, like, 1950s Hollywood, golden age of Hollywood glam thing going on. And I don't feel an ounce or a smidgen of jealousy. I admire that, because to me, I look at it like God, we're all made in our own image, right? I know there's genotype, phenotype, and, you know, when your genes merge and this and that, but, like, man, you know, some people I'm like, damn, you know, her voice is, like, beautiful. Rachel Zegler, another one, beautiful voice. If you don't know who these people are, then you live under a rock. If you do, great for you. But we need to, I think, collectively celebrate each other's success. It would be nice to see women come together in solidarity for one another, no matter what your industry is, you know. And that's what's really good about support groups, I think. Like, if you're a new mom, right, if you have a baby and then you want to connect with other people who also have a baby, you know, that's good. I don't know what other. I'm just trying to think. Athletes, right? Olympians, or women who play soccer, or women who dancers. I remember when I did. I'm not in that world anymore, but when I went to an art school, and I did that because my brother went to an art school. He went, to high school, and my brother and I were very close. We were, like, inseparable. I considered him my best friend. He was, like, one of the few people that could make me laugh until, like, my stomach hurts. And he whatchamacallit, I just got really tired all of a sudden. Sorry, I apologize. He went to high school. He's 2 years older than me, and I wanted to, you know, not just be like him, but I just wanted to follow in his footsteps, I guess. I tried out for dance. I will say that is kind of competitive, and I was kind of, at the time, my dance teacher at the dance school I went to, because I changed ballet schools, and I went to the one that everyone went to in Miami, because I went to, like, a smaller one that was very family oriented, and then I went to the one that was, like, where you get trained. It was a conservatory program. And I was kind of cast off to the side. I wasn't really, so I didn't really get the training that I wanted. I practiced on my own at home. Like, I would watch dance videos and I would work out, and, you know, but, because dance was my first love. I loved ballet, and contemporary and modern, and then I was like, oh, ballroom. When Dancing with the Stars came out, I was like, oh my God. I was like, on my bucket list, I was like, I want to wear one of those, like, little tassel dresses, you know, the little skimpy, like, you know, and I wanted to do the shimmy and all that. And it's still on my bucket list. I've yet to ever, you know, like, what's her face? I watched, oh my God, she's another one, so talented, so beautiful. Daniela Karagosh is her name, I believe. She was dancing with Val Chmerkovskiy. I watched a video. I guess they're on tour or whatever. And, man, like, in the little heels and shit, like, I love that crap. Anyways, so I went to an art school for high school, and it is competitive. Like, they treated that like as if it was as if it was Broadway, and I'm like, bro, it's just high school. You know, I was like, you guys, you know. And I did singing. I got trained in vocal performance or whatever. And I sucked, I'll be honest. I don't even know how I got into that school. Maybe they felt pity on me or something, but I did get in sophomore year, not freshman year. And I did get classically trained. I got in for musical theater, not for dance. And I just told myself, I was like, it was too competitive. You know, everyone, they stereotype, and, you know, sorry, my screensaver just went. They stereotype you, and I remember they told me, they're like, oh, the teachers were like, oh, you'd be the ingenue or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but sure. And I had the people that I you know, was looked up to as role models. If you don't know, like, there's Laura Osnes, Laura Benanti, Kelly O'Hara, Catherine Zeta-Jones, who am I missing? Obviously Bernadette Peters, Sutton Foster, Rachel Zegler's in there, you know, and she's, you know, all these wonderful people who are so talented. And I'm sure I'm missing a few more people, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think of the people that I listen to. Aliti Carvalho, she has a beautiful voice. Oh, the girl from Mean Girls. Blonde girl, Renee Rapp, I think her name is. So my point is that world is very competitive. I'm sure everything, Wall Street, all of that, fashion design, and I wish, I know there's healthy competition. Like when you're in an arena in sports, I understand it's customary, you know, there's going to be a winner and a loser. I get that. But it's having good sportsmanship, I think, is key. It's so essential because, you know, when you're winning, when life is good, everything is good. But then when you lose, life is whatever. But I will be honest, I've gotten knocked down so many times in the past 6 years, and I've just dusted myself off and I got right back up again, you know. There's room for everybody. In my opinion, there's room for everybody. That's just my opinion. But it is sad when you see people undermining other people, trying to sabotage other people. I mean, there's no need for that. There's no need. Especially as adults. You know, I can understand a 5-year-old boy on a playground, or like a 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl, a preteen in a Catholic school who's like being petty and like talking smack about a girl, and, you know, oh, her nose is whatever, and, you know, I got made fun of in middle school, so, you know, that's that. But yeah, so, and it's funny, the back of it says partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So maybe there's someone, I get mentorship vibes from this, because this looks like an older woman. You know, she has a harp in her hands, and this is like a younger child. It's funny, music again. It's so funny. It's a harp. Well, I don't know this theme. Maybe there's a running thing with music or something. Yeah. And she's like teaching her. She kind of looks like Dolly Parton. She looks like Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, I just watched a thing that she did. I hope she's okay, because I watched, okay. Bonnie, stop. I might need to carry my phone because I can't get up because I'm not wearing pants. Okay, hold on. Are you okay, baby? I need to, I have it over here. Stop. Basta. No. I'm gonna take a little bite of this. Hopefully I don't faint or anything. I don't know. But yeah, I hope she's okay, because I watched a video recently, and she said that she wasn't something with her body. She's like, well, I'm older now, and my body doesn't work the same, and it needs to, she's like, it's like, my body's like a car, right? And she equated it to like mechanics and whatnot. So I hope she's okay, because I didn't really know too much about her. I knew she had Dollywood and stuff, but like when I was in Indiana, I watched this movie where she became like a guardian angel, and it was pretty cool. It was a good movie. So I thought that was nice. Anyways, I just think because she looks like Dolly Parton. I would like to go to Dollywood. It looks fun. Anyways, I go my ADD. Anyways, back to it. So let's dive into this thing here. Let's put those over there. So it says the following: Original message. Block out distractions, deservingness, gratitude list, obstacles and blocks are lifted. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Words of abundance, no more complaining, clearing debts. Put this there. This card wants to come out. Take a divinely guided chance. I don't know what that means, but step outside your comfort zone, I guess. It says take a that one wanted to come out. Take a divinely guided chance. So maybe there's a new venture if you want to do, if you're a guy or girl, man, woman. Hopefully child. I don't think YouTube has children. Oh no, YouTube does. There's YouTube Kids, but they can't watch certain things because there's the parental restrictions or whatever. But it says take a divinely guided chance. All positive changing successful ventures, involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So if there's something that you're scared of doing, I'm just looking at my wall and it says do it scared. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. I don't know what they're looking at. It kind of gives me the vibes of the movie Jumanji with Robin Williams. If you remember that movie, that was like a 90s iconic staple movie. I don't know what they're looking at. I don't know but it has something and it's like, okay, thank you. I don't know, she's very hyped right now. So yeah. Whatever. So the vibes is just, yeah, like step outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take a chance, because if that is a calling upon your heart, that's your higher self telling you, oh, do this, go in this direction because it's going to be lucrative or it's going to be rewarding or promising for you. I think we all know that within ourselves. And then we have people sometimes who negate that, right? Like, I will say that's happened to me in my life where I butt heads with certain people, even family, where I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Like, so for me, like, but I'm kind of in a predicament because I myself I didn't want to, I kind of got here to Chicago, not on my own volition. It was the direct path from where I was in Indiana, and then I kind of just migrated over here because the circumstances dictated that. I wanted to go more East Coast. I considered West Coast for a second, but then I'm like, I don't know anything about the West Coast, and if I did do West Coast, I would do probably maybe California, but California, I don't know. I feel like California is its own beast, like it's its own thing. You have like Beverly Hills, Hollywood, LA. I think LA is a little bit like Miami, kind of. Maybe a large Hispanic presence, but then there's also the movies and this and that. But movies, at the end of the day, are filmed everywhere. But it's like the glitz and glamour, but it's, I don't know. And there's San Francisco, Sacramento, San Diego, Mendocino, Santa Clarita, or Santa Clarita, Long Beach, Huntington Beach, Redondo Beach. There's all those beaches. That's, I think the part that's attractive to me is the beach life. But I wanted to go more East Coast, and so, but I didn't. I'm scared to do that because I don't have any money in my bank account, and I don't want to break the law by using a credit card. I'm so skeptical of using any credit card at this point because I have credit card debt that I've accrued because of talking about a financial read. I don't mind sharing. Like I used my credit cards that I had when I was unemployed to help me pay for groceries, and I put my rent, because I had a credit line, so I put my rent on there, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, I'll pay it back when I have a job, In my mind, in my Delulu mind, I guess I was like, I didn't think about like paying the bills. Oh no, I had money. I take it back. I had savings. I take it back. I had stock that I sold in Charles Schwab, Apple stock, and then I put that on my bank account, and then I paid as appropriate. So no, I was doing the right thing. I take it back. I'm not a criminal. I take it back. I'm not a sleazy, slimy, whatever, like I legitimately, like I had money that I was putting into my account. Anyways, long story short, I used my credit cards to pay for groceries. I know that doesn't sound smart, and some people, well, they go, well, if you don't have the funds to pay for it, you shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, well, it's kind of an emergency. And I did go on SNAP. I went on state or government assistance, I guess. I don't mind saying that. Thank God for SNAP. Thank God. Because if I didn't have, I mean, it was like 200, they gave me like 270, I think, allowance, and I only had that for like 3 months, or 2 or 3 months. But it did pay for some groceries, which was nice. So I don't, like, I was grateful for that. But in lieu of that, I didn't, I'm scared to stay at like another Airbnb because I can't afford, unfortunately, because of stupid G-stalking and other caca, mierda, as you say in Spanish. I can't, like, just, I don't know, I don't want to break the law. Like, I don't need, like, a company to go, you charged $1,200 to your card, and no, I'm not going to go camping. I'm not going to go camping. I know that would be a great plot twist, Ashley goes camp, like, no. Camping is, there was a guy on Instagram, he was talking about why would I pay money to go, he's like, if I have that, why would I go outside to sleep outside and pitch a tent on the ground that's dirty and make another bed that's already worse than maybe the bed that I have? And I'm like, I agree. And camping is dangerous too. Like, you don't know, if I've never been a Girl Scout. I don't know. I've watched videos about it. If I had someone do it with me, I would do it. And it would have to be a dude. Unless the girl was like super strong and we were like best friends and I could trust her. But like, I would need a dude, and like, he has to know survival skills, like 100%. Because I can't do it any other way. And he has to know how to do the little everything. Because I don't know. I know there's glamping, but like, I don't know. For me, it would be kind of difficult. So, yeah. What else is there? Glamping. It's like glamorous camping. I know that people have Airstreams and RVs, and they do that, and they live in the RV, but they have a lot of RVs on Airbnb. And they're cute too. Some of them are really cute, but I'm like, how do you, I don't know. I don't know. But for me, if I wanted to do remote work, if I had like a solid gig going where like, let's say I did the UGC thing, or I did online, my own business or whatever, then sure, maybe then, yeah, I would consider it. But, doing entrepreneurship is very volatile. It's very up and down. It's not consistent. It fluctuates, and you have to be your own accountant. You have to be your own boss. You have to hold yourself accountable and show up every day and be present. And it's not that easy. Even content creation, I guess, because this is considered content creation. Content creation is not easy. So, yeah. But maybe, whatever it is that you're, I know I gave a little bit of snippet about my personal life, but whatever. Maybe, maybe there's something that you want to do. And that's the thing, if people try to hold you back, that means that they're not supporting you, and what your dreams and your goals and endeavors are. And I tell my parents this a lot. I go, what's meant for you or what's good for you, and this goes for anybody, may not be good for me. Like, what you like that makes you happy and make your heart sing, right, may not be what's good for me. Like, some people want to live out in the boonies of Kentucky. Some people want to live right smack dab in the heart of Paris and, hear the horn honking and this and that and ha 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 ha, Not that they talk like that, but, everyone, I think everyone's heart is called to go to specific places. I do wish I can go to Europe, I'll be honest. I've always wanted to go. I went to Italy years ago with family, but going by yourself is a whole different ballgame, and I don't have the funds to do that. I know that there's programs where you can, like, they give you accommodations and you do like volunteer work in exchange for housing. I've heard of trusted house sitters, but trusted house sitters, I looked at that and they, whatchamacallit, I would have Bonnie with me, my dog with me, so, you know, that would be difficult. And the people that, because basically what you do is you stay at the house for free, you pet sit, they're animals, and then you stay at their house for free, and then I would have my dog, so I don't really think that they would commingle well. And Bonnie really hasn't been around other dogs too much. She's been around me, but I'm not a dog, I'm a human. So, yeah, there was like 2 houses, I think, on the whole website, so thank God I didn't pay for that membership, because you have to pay a monthly membership for it. But it is an option if you're someone that wants to travel, you know. And knock on wood, I hope nothing ever happens to Bonnie. I pray to God, because I want to keep her around, right? Right, baby? Anyways, so, yeah. But maybe there's something that you want to do and you're scared to do it. And it says, you know, leave behind which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, and make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. And I will be honest, you know, Chicago is very vibrant. Like, I don't say vibrant, it's very hustle bustle. I don't go out, I mean, at nighttime especially. In the daytime, it has a different energy. I will be honest, and I don't go out in the daytime too much. Maybe I should, but I'm also extremely traumatized. So, you know, it's different for me. If you're a regular schmegular person and you didn't go through any trauma, no betrayal, no almost human trafficking, because I'm pretty sure it felt like I was being trafficked, then maybe, you know, city life is for you. But for me, I would love to be in like a, not super remote, like off grid, like, you know, but somewhere suburban where, like, you know, you walk outside and it's a neighborhood, and maybe there's like a park and there's a lake, and then like there's a hospital nearby, and then like a clinic, and then you have like the local stores, and I don't know, that's kind of my vibe. I don't know how you meet people that way, but that's what I like. Miami was my hometown, and Miami was kind of like where I grew up. It was kind of like that. You walked outside and it was just residential. It was beautiful, and there were these beautiful tall overarching like oak trees, and like ficus trees, and bougainvilleas, like the flowers. Oh my God, there was this, I think was it Santa Maria Street? There's a famous street where like a bunch of football players stay in Coral Gables, or retired football players. It's gorgeous. Coral Gables is beautiful. It's super expensive though. I could never afford to live there, but you know, on my own, I grew up there. But yeah, that's a little bit more about me. But for you, whoever you are listening, if there's something that you've been wanting to do, maybe start your own business. Maybe start a YouTube channel. Maybe start an Instagram. I don't know Disney squat about Instagram. I don't know. I need like a crash course on social media, because I don't know how to use it, like utilize it. You know, I know hashtags and stuff. I will say 10 years ago, or however 5-10 years ago, when I did have my Mind Heart Soul Miami yoga thing, they allowed more hashtags. I don't know why now you can only do 5 hashtags. So I don't understand that. Go figure. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I try to send messages out of positivity and goodness and kindness and grace and all that good stuff, and hope for the best. But take a divinely guided chance, whatever that is. Moving on. It says, so next here, block out distractions. This says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics. And oh my God, this is so meant for me. Because I literally will doom scroll. Like I go on Pinterest, like right now, like I go on Pinterest. It's so entertaining because it's like pure dopamine. And it's so fun to look at. Hold on, let me delete this. Like I literally just had a picture of desserts. And it says, oh, Reasons for leaving a job. There's weird stuff like about employment and whatnot, but it says, okay, I don't know. Some of this stuff is like, questionable. I have pictures of food too, like healthy food. I can show this. I don't know. See, I won't eat this. The sweet potatoes and the avocado and the whatever. I'm trying to think. Basic wilderness skills. I don't know. I go on here and I just literally just watch this. Like I watch it's just fun. Even if I never like will be able to afford any of it, it's still, look, garage lounge transformation. I had that one. See, I'm gonna get so distracted. I'm already getting distracted. I need to focus because it's like a bunch of like, there's like clothes and there's like crispy homemade mozzarella sticks you'll crave forever. Like, I don't need to look at this. Oh my god, if I look at this right now, no. There's stuff about, I do look up stuff about trauma and healing and cute clothes and jewelry. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna put this away because I'm getting so distracted. Blackout, distraction, deservingness. So yeah, so it says blackout, distraction. Oh, look at that, I just got distracted. Oh my god, I'm so ADD. Fun. She literally has two. She has a football. She has a football toy and then a tennis ball toy. I don't have children, but okay. What do you want, Booger? I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I don't know. What are you doing, Booger? I don't know what she is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let her figure it out. But what do you want, Booger? Come here. Okay. Anyways, I will continue forward. It says block out distractions. Oh, I already said it. Your life. Just don't get distracted by electronics and things. It says you already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Next thing, deservingness. You are a beloved child of God. This is really pretty. It says you are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that it says trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. I do sometimes, because I sometimes don't feel worthy of, like, I don't know for other people, but for me sometimes I don't feel worthy of like having like I'm really bad at accepting gifts. I love giving gifts, but I'm really bad at accepting gifts because I feel like, number one, I'll owe someone back. Like I need to reciprocate that, and I hate the fact that now I can't do that because I don't have the funds to do that. Because I love, like, Christmas time, like when I do surveys and stuff, and it's like, because I do this app called Survey Spin, and it says like what did it say? It says, what's your favorite holiday and why? And I'm like, it asks this repetitively, and I go, oh, I love Christmas. And I go, and I give this whole explanation. I'm like, I'm probably one of the few people that go into depth about stuff. And I said, I love Christmas because it's the season of gift giving and holiday music and cheer, and you get to bake cookies and make good food like turkey and mashed potatoes with butter, and I love Christmas, I really do. And the snow is really nice and pretty, and there's a weird ad on my Pinterest. Okay, anyways, I'm moving forward with that. But, oh, this is a cute Dalmatian. Oh my god. That's a cute Dalmatians are cute. Beagles are really cute too. Anyway, okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting so distracted right now. Pineapple chicken and rice. Viral pineapple chicken and rice. Why would you put pineapple with rice though? Anyways, okay, I don't want to see that. What was I saying? Funfetti sheet cake. Oh my god, I miss having sweets so much. I really do. Oh man. Okay, I need to focus because I'm getting distracted. Yes, so sometimes like I put that in the survey that Christmas is my favorite holiday because you know, it is, and I love, it's just, there's so much love, and people are so, you can just feel it. Like, even when I was like kind of at odds with my family and stuff, I still tried to create and foster a sense of joy, and I decorated the apartment that I was in Indiana, and I did that for every apartment I was in, and I do it by myself. Like, I don't have anyone living with me, it's just Bonnie and I, you know, do that. But then sometimes I don't feel deserve it. Because I feel bad. Like, if I can't reciprocate that same generosity to people, I feel bad, you know. But then again, a gift is meant not to receive something in return, but you just do it because it's out of the kindness of your heart. So if you're someone like me, you are deserving of love, as per this. That's what it says. Gratitude list. Counting your blessings. Oh, I do this. I do this. I have a gratitude book. I've been doing gratitude journaling for like 7 to 8 years now. Whatever, 2016. I started in 2016. I don't know how many years ago that was. Oh, 10 years! No. Yes. My math sucks. Gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. This looks like the nativity scene in Christmas time. Speaking of Christmas, there's a donkey. There's a lamb. I don't know if it's a mule or a lamb. She's in Christmas colors, like red and green. It's really pretty. So maybe focus on gratitude instead of focusing on what you don't have. Because when you focus on lack, you attract it back. From what I understand. Next is obstacles and blocks are lifted. This reminds me of Archangel Michael. Low key or high key, I don't know. So it says, all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are being lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Very powerful. I love the blue, like, vibes. Indigo vibes. He has like a sword in his hand. He's like, it's like I cut off the heads of my enemies. Not really, but you know, I don't know. Anyways, next one says, have courage to ask for and accept help. These cards on the bottom all pretty much came out multiple times, so it's a very important message for someone or myself. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. I love how she's like blowing little twinkle stars to her friend. I'm bad at asking for help sometimes, except for therapy. I do like therapy if you find the right therapist. It's okay to ask for help. I'm also learning it's okay to cry. You know, it shows vulnerability. But yeah, it says have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. That's cool. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So there's a lot of little woodland creatures, bunnies. They're little bunnies and like flowers. It's a cute card. Who illustrated this? Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Oh, it's three figures. Makes sense. So speak faith into your future. I know it's hard, especially now. Like for me, I'm not gonna talk about me. I'm gonna talk about figure out for other people, because I don't need to sit here and be like, oh, my life and this and no. That's narcissistic. I'm not gonna do that. So I will say words of affirmation, words of abundance. When you speak faith into your future, because words are powerful, right? You want to focus on what you have, not what you don't have. And that's hard when your immediate reality is showing you that you don't have certain things. Like right now, I literally have like nothing. But I tell myself this is temporary and I will figure it out. You know, I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. So, yeah. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So, next one, no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality, which kind of coincides with the words of abundance when you think about it. Because and they came out side by side too, along with the have courage to ask for help and accept help. Because complaining won't get you anywhere, you know. Complaintfreeworld.org. So, yeah. Anyhow. What else was I going to say? I got distracted because I started watching. I started to go on Pinterest and I got, anyways, yeah, complaining is no bueno. Easier said than done, because there are things in life that are really shitty and hard. And on my YouTube channel, I've been focusing a lot on what I've been going through, and I try to get my message out because I'm legitimately scared. I'm still scared to eat my food. I have food in the kitchen, literally, like, right there, that my family, got for me, and I'm scared to eat it because I just am, because I've been having weird reactions to food where I nearly almost faint on my face. Like I'll literally eat it, and then like a few bites later, I'm like, I feel weak, and then I get a headache, or I start to sweat, and then boom. It's very scary. Go figure. I attribute it back to like targeting and gang stalking and whatnot, but yeah. What else? ¿Qué más? Last one, it says clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So debts are being cleared. Maybe spiritual debt, cosmic debt, financial debt. Debts are maybe I'm trying to pay off. I know my debt that I've accrued from this, I would say, nonsense over the years of everything I've been through. So remember, attracting, not chasing. Speaking words of affirmation. It says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Release jealousy. Be cooperative instead of competitive. And be a conscious consumer and buy things that are cruelty-free. If you want to go vegan, you can do that. It's easier said than done. For me, maybe that would be better for me to go plant-based, but I don't really know. And visualize abundance in all forms and have an abundance growth mindset. Those fell out side by side. It says if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. And this was another one that came out. Face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So you see this guardian angel like kind of guiding this boy and girl, you know, who are walking. It's so cute. These little kids are walking hand in hand on like rocky waters or something. So that's pretty cool. It's very cute. I will say for me, that I'm working on, I don't mind sharing, is that I usually think that, clean energy food. This is the card that I was trying to reference before. I'll say that in a second. So, for me, and it's not a good mentality to have, I say money is the root of all evil. And because of that, I know I repel it when I should bring it into my life. Because it's not helpful to be like, oh, I push away money. But yeah, I do kind of push away money. So I've been trying to work on not doing that. But I need to not see money as a bad thing, but something as a means of, like a commodity, you know, to help, you know, whatever. So that's that. That's the financial reading, business, whatever you want to call it. And yeah. And the clean energy food, that was the card I was looking for. It says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. And she has like a basket. She has a little cat by her side with a little basket of like vegetables and fruits. Very apropos. I don't know. Another card that came out, Windfall of Abundance. And it's Santa, Papa Noel, as you call it in Spanish. It says, Windfall of Abundance, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. So that's a good thing, right? It's a good message. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So maybe play the lottery. I don't know. Maybe you'll win a competition or something. I don't know. You know, like you know when you do a contest and you send in your email for something, maybe you'll get money from a contest, or that would be cool. I've never won anything. Even like when I used to play Nintendo 64 with my brother, I never won. I played as Peach and Yoshi, right? Or Toad, I don't know. And I never won. What's his name? Donkey Kong would win. Mario obviously won all the time. So, and last two I'm going to say, it says sever vows of poverty and power of prayer. So prayer is very important. Give your situation to God and pray, and then sever vows of poverty. This looks like a little dancer phoenix person. Like a fit. Hi, baby. Hello. It says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So, if you feel like you're in poverty, try to focus on abundance. And like I said, that's what I was showing Pinterest. God, I'm so freaking distracted. Oh my God. Okay, let me go here to my vision board. That's what I was going to show. I made a vision board. Where is it? Why is it? I thought it would be it's usually at the bottom. Okay, 2026. I said 2026 to 2028 vision board. I gave myself like 2 years to, I put second masters, hopefully. I would love to have a call duck one day, or cute little chickadees. I want to see a baby otter. I don't know why. There's a fox rescue thing in Minnesota called Save a Fox. I used to follow her channel. So cute. Bunnies. I want a bunny rabbit. I know this is like not stuff to. You would think I should put like clear my debt, pay off the debt from the past, whatever. I put moving new home. I would love to have my own home one day. That's gonna take years though. A new car. This, oh my god, this is a Jeep Wrangler would be really cool. A Rubicon or a Gladiator, or an old school like pickup truck that's like refurbished. I wanted to get a sibling dog for Bonnie Brother. I called it Bonnie Brother Board. Is it cute? And it has different dogs. I was gonna name him Bingo. These are cute doggies. Look at that's a cute. That's a cur. I think that's a cur. So I did style things. Oh, I want a parakeet. You know, this cute little Indian ring neck parakeets like Beaker. This one. If you don't know who these people are, or not the people. It's so freaking cute. So anyways, that, and then being able to have food again that's not tampered with or tainted would be really nice. Yeah, and a cake one day that looks like this. Just a lot of pink with sprinkles and stuff, or like this. This is super cute. I haven't nothing bundt cake. It's something that I've wanted to have for a while. But anyways, it's kind of travel destinations. I put pretty jewelry, relationships, whatever. Mindset, having a stronger mindset, overcoming trauma recovery. Those are my things on my virtual vision board. So maybe, you know, that's something you could do for yourself. And in the meantime, you know, focus on prayer, focus on speaking words of affirmation, you know, and hopefully to spend time in nature. Spending time in nature helps. And she looks like she's watering plants or gardening, you know, and she has this light shining down on her. It's a cute little kid. I can't garden in my apartment. If anyone has any ideas, I know I feel like, you know, with targeting and stuff, I go, well, yeah, but the soil is going to be messed with. Or if my water's already messed with, I'm going to be watering with tainted water, so what's the point, you know? But anyway, she is in nature and she's gardening her little garden. It's very cute. Little child, you know. But it says spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. That was the last card that came out. So maybe, you know I need to meditate more. Gardening is a little bit harder to do in a building. I know they have like those towers that you can get where you can put little plants and do hydroponic stuff, but it would be ideal to, you know, if I lived in an area that kind of helps promote this kind of lifestyle, but I don't. Chicago is a very concrete city, so, you know, yeah. So meditate, go out for a walk, sit by nature. I used to clean energy food. That came out again. Try to eat clean foods because it's supposed to help your energy and vibration. But again, one thing I will say though that I wish, in America at least, organic foods are very expensive. Like organic eggs are expensive. Anything organic is expensive. So if you're in poverty, it's kind of hard, and I'm not trying to complain, it's just an observation. It's harder to get those more high quality foods, especially when you when you can't afford to do so. So the people that are the plebeians in the bottom of the case system, in poverty or impoverished, it's harder for them to gain access. And I think that's why for me personally, I was kind of, you know, I don't say junk food, fast food. It was just convenient and it's cheaper. Even though when you get it delivered, it's not as cheap. So, yeah. Anyhow. Yeah. So that's that. And this is a message for someone. Detox your friendships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time, so be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, so maybe energy vampires, energy siphoners, you know, gaslighters, karmic people. You know, your soul can tell you, your gut tells you who these people are. So yeah, that's that, and I hope you enjoyed. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I highly recommend if get your own deck. No, it's not sinful. No, you're not conjuring up the devil. These are angels. These are not devils on here. Yeah, so I hope that helps somebody. And anything else that I wish to share? I think that's it. So speak faith into your future and take, this is nice. Cards are cute and they're a good way to kind of, I don't know if it's your higher self, you can say it's God, spirit, whatever. It holds you accountable and gives you insight into things that maybe you never would have had other insight into. But I believe in practicality. I believe that you have to be your own advocate, and I believe that you have to be proactive and take initiative. To seek out the resources that you need to be able to feel confident in your life to handle hard things. So, yeah. Hope that makes sense. So, because nothing's ever just going to be handed to you. You have to work for it. Anything in life worth having comes at a cost, but worth an investment, or just putting forth the effort to, succeed, I guess. In whatever capacity you consider success to be. We all consider it different things. So, yeah. Hope that makes sense. And anything else? I think that's it. That's it for now. I think that was the business, financial read for Spiritual Sunday. And I'm proud of myself that I got through it because I forgot to do it before, so I'm doing it now. And so I hope my words can help somebody. But you can also get your own deck and read for yourself, and, you don't have to listen to me. If you want to, you can. I'm very grateful. But you can also do it on your own. So, yeah. But God bless and stay safe. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Peace.